My name is Paul Canali, and these are my friends Ken Tubman and Casey Audette. We're starting a unique new concept on a cooking show. So when my friend Casey told me over lunch one day that we should start a cooking show, and he said you should call it Cooking with Tourettes, I only had to think about it for a minute before I said, you know what? I love to cook, and yeah, I got Tourette's. So bam, here we are, filming my cooking show, Cooking with Tourettes. I hope that we can come into your living room, not only show you how to cook some of our favorite meals, but maybe get a laugh or two as well. Thank you very much. We're at Craft Roots Brewery in Milford, Massachusetts, and these are my friends, Robert and Maureen. And we're here, we're going to be preparing a pheasant dish. And we are here because they're going to help us pair a delicious fall brew for our meal. So, Rob and Maureen, what made you decide to get into brewing? How did this all come about?
It kind of started when I bought a home brewing kit for Robin like 20 years ago, and I fell in love with it and went back to school and did it professionally for a little while.
You went to school?
I did. I went to brewing school.
Oh
in
my!
California.
I didn't know they had brewing school.
Right?
I think I would do well there. so at least I'd like to be the taster, like kind of like Norm on.
No, that's my job.
We can talk about that later, but anyway, I like tasting too. So in any respect, like I noticed you have many fermenters here. How many beers do you ferment at a single time?
So we typically have a couple going at once, but I have up to 6 tanks that I could use.
Okay.
So six
Now, do you do seasonal brews or?
We do, yeah. We have a couple going just about every season. Throw in some fruit beers too. So.
Do you do one for every season, pretty much? Or?
Yeah, we do. We've got the fall seasonal you mentioned. We'll have a winter brew and a couple lighter ones for the summer. So.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So we are having these lovely ladies have been gracious enough that they are going to help us pair a beer for our pheasant that we're going to be cooking very shortly. And I'd like to know what you're going to be suggesting and why.
Well, there's really a science to brewing and to cooking, as you know. So it's just a matter of trying to find flavors that are complementary. So our fall seasonal has a little more like biscuit and like toasty malt or bready flavors, and we think that kind of pairs nicely with more of that gamey or foul.
That'd be wonderful. That'd be wonderful. Yeah. And what type of flavors are we expecting on the nose and so forth when we're?
Yeah, so pretty malty beer, not too hoppy, but I would definitely say you'd smell, kind of like biscuity, toasty. Just made up a new word there.
Toasty.
Toastity.
You used that earlier.
No, I did.
He likes toast.
Oh, I love toast. Yeah, especially burnt.
Ken, I'm going to turn it over to you. Do you have any questions?
No, I don't have any questions.
Thanks a lot. So you're putting it back on me.
No, you're doing a good job.
So should I give it to our mute partner here? Or?
Absolutely.
How many different beers have you guys brewed?
I think we're upwards of like 25, 28, something like that. Some of them are smaller batches, and some of them are like our flagship beers. But what's really nice about having these bigger tanks, we also have the smaller ones, so we can like take a big batch and then recreate it on a smaller scale. So really come up with a bunch of different flavor combos.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you give us kind of like a rendition on how it's done? I mean, without going into we're not on a time schedule, but like how, like I see all kinds of shit going on here. You know, and that wasn't a Tourette. That wasn't a Tourette. But I'll make it a Tourette. Shit. All right, so but we got a lot of shit going on here, and I was shitballs. So what I want to know is what's the process here? How does this happen?
Yeah.
Do you throw a bunch of shit in that one and then all of a sudden transfer to here?
It's not shit. No, it's grain.
Oh, I'm
it's
sorry.
grain.
I got you to talk.
Yeah.
All right, so anyway.
So basically, like in a nutshell, we start with a grain, either barley or wheat or rye. So then we crack it open and then we mix it with hot water. So it's almost like making oatmeal, really. And then we'll strain off the liquid, boil it, and then add hops during different stages to give it like bitterness.
Can you actually eat that grain afterwards?
Yeah, we have
So,
a
like,
farmer
I
nearby.
know you called it oatmeal. What's
We have
that?
something for you to try after this.
Really?
Yeah.
We have something to try.
Wow, oh my God.
Can the film crew try it?
Sure.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's awesome.
Yeah, we got a farmer that
I'm a
puts
little
up the
hungry,
grain.
so I'm kind of
Can I
psyched.
take some of it?
Absolutely.
I got pigs at home, so.
Well, no, it's too good.
Yeah.
Too good for pigs.
They'll love it. They will love
Well, you know
it.
what I wanted to add in? I think that's
I wanna
really
hear.
like important about like Maureen's beer and like what we're selling here is that I think beer is like the new wine. So everybody like is used to like looking at the wine shelf and seeing all these elaborate wines and the great vintage. Beer has become much like that. Where now with your cooking, I think people are going to realize like with the local ingredients we use, the flavors that Maureen's able to extract from the ingredients, pairs so well with food. And beer has become much like wine now.
I would
People
agree
want to
with
know
you.
where it's coming from, where
agree.
the ingredients are from, and
I'd like
Maureen
to-
focuses on that one.
I'd like to also ask you guys, what is your formal address? I mean, we have a beautiful tasting room here,
Thank you.
and I really would like to tell everybody that, along with your watching Cooking with Tourettes, that maybe you come down and try Craft Roots because their beer is quite tasty. This is a great
Thank you.
IPA.
Thank you.
I believe this one is the grapefruit one. Which is this one?
Full Nelson.
Full Nelson.
Full
yeah.
Nelson.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm giving this guy a full Nelson.
Because you will after another one. So we cheer to that.
Cheers. Drink to that.
After our tour, we engaged in a game of cornhole where our cameraman Malcolm and Casey beat Ken and I, so they say. Oh my God, look at this! Guys, we haven't fun at Craft Roots!
Basically what we're going to be doing, we have 3 pheasant, a hen, and 2 roosters. We're going to be stalking them one by one in this field. We're going to be doing something called sleeping the bird, which is we're going to tuck its head under its wing, hold its feet straight out, and what that does is it puts the bird to sleep. And when we go and stash it in a bush or something, it's going to stay there for about 30 seconds, and then it'll get up and walk around. And then our dog is going to go through the field. It's a pointer. That means whenever it comes across a bird, it's going to stand there like a statue and point right at the bird. And then the owner's going to give it a command to make the bird fly. And if all goes well, the bird should fly, and then one of us will shoot it.
Well, what we're doing is we're trying to get one of the birds out, keep it pretty.
This is Ray DeMori. He's a member of our gun club here at Uxbridge Rod and Gun Club. And today our show, Cooking with Tourettes, is going to start us on an actual pheasant hunt where Ray's been kind enough to bring me, my friends here and the cooking crew out to the gun club where we're going to hopefully have a successful hunt. So Ray, now this is obviously one of the birds you've raised.
Yes, this is a cockbird pheasant. It's this year born. They'll run pretty fast, and the dog's job is to get it up. And you guys will do the shooting, and when it comes down, the dog will do all the work, and he'll pick it up, bring it back for us.
So why don't we say we go try to stalk this bird? I'll let you and Anthony walk down, and
Okay.
and we'll see what. Well, then we'll come back and we'll start a hunt.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
What we do is we put the head under the wing, just like so. All right, what I like to do is take the bird and tuck him in to my shoulder like this. Take the legs, and it doesn't hurt the bird. Take the legs, hold him like that. And I'm going to lay this bird down on his back, and he's going to stay there. Here.
She knows. She's going for it.
Get ready to shoot. Warn the bird. Warn the bird. That girl, easy.
It's a hard cock. Hard cock to get.
There we go. Do it. That's not. Bailey, hey! Swing! 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 Good girl, come here, come on. Come on, let's go. Let's go, come on.
I think there's a soccer game up there.
Out of bounds.
A lot of beeping going on. Maybe that's Paul swearing. Ray's bleeping them. Yeah. So we lost the cock. It's unfortunate. You know, it's not Paul's fault. We are gonna go hungry, but no, we have 2 more birds
We
in
have
that,
two more birds,
in that
so-
box.
We're gonna go with a hen now. We're gonna go with the female.
Yeah, they're not as beautiful,
They're not.
But-
They're not
but,
good looking like us guys.
but yeah, we'll manage.
You guys better start shooting trap. She's got it. She's got it. Watch the film. Bring it here. Look at this. Hey, she did this. Look at this. I'm here. Hold, hold. Bring it down to the camera. Watch.
Wow.
Hold,
So I did get.
hold, 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 release. Good girl.
Thank you.
How's that for a bird, though?
Maybe I did get it. As a clam bringing that thing back.
Well, it was wounded because she caught up with it, and she found it. It's got a broken wing. So, I mean,
It's bleeding off its neck.
yeah, it was hit. So a good bird dog doesn't give up when you shoot. You got to pursue and make sure.
Well, we got a pheasant. Now we're gonna go cook it. All right, we were hoping to have a couple more, but one's
Well, I
better than
could
nothing.
snag you another one on the road down there,
All right, maybe we'll get it.
but I'll
All
go
right,
get
all
one
right.
if that's the case.
Oh, well, Anthony can go with you off hunting.
And I'll meet you in the kitchen.
All right, sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right,
Thank
let's
all
go.
you
Good
guys.
job, Ray.
I had a wonderful
Thank
time.
you. All right, so we're gonna go field dress this. I do need you, Anthony, for 30 seconds for that. So Ray is going to show us how to field dress a pheasant.
If you don't have time and you don't have the time to pluck the whole bird, what you want to do is get this. It's warm today. You want to get the meat out of the bird, or at least get the entrails out. But I'll show you how to take the breast out without taking any guts of any kind out of this bird. Pull up on the skin. Make a little cut like that. Okay. Grab both sides of the cut and pull.
Oh, that's it, huh?
Pull, okay? You meet, now this will tell the shot who hit what as well. See, this bird was traumatized, been hit. Okay? It was hit in the back.
Right there.
Right in the back. All right, so this is what we do. Take your knife. There's a bone, breastplate right here. Take it. Stay along the breastplate. Okay, all the way around. Okay, take it all the way down.
And keep in mind, everybody, like, this is the type of stuff that our gun club teaches the youth.
Correct.
This is exactly what they teach them. They actually bring them on hunts where 12-year-old kids can actually.
Yes, actually, we actually send a kid. We sponsor one kid to go to camp every year, which costs the club about $800, I believe. And also, we have the youth programs where we bring the kids out. We show them how to shoot trap. We show them how to shoot shotguns. We go through the rounds.
Very nice.
Okay, now that's one breast there. We'll go to the other side. All right, now we'll go in for the legs. What you do is turn it around like this, go right down so you can get grab a hold of the bottom of the leg. Quiet, please, Bailey. Rip it this way. Now, you have a joint here. The leg wants to bend this way automatically. Bend it the other way so the bone pops up. Just touch the bone right there.
Foot comes off.
Okay, come under the blade, under the leg.
Hey.
There's the leg. All right. Now, to get the leg off, you want to take it. There's a white bone right here. When you bend this leg all the way to the right, the bone will pop through the skin. Okay, that's your ruler. That's your guideline. All right.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Now, as a rule, would the wing and the thigh be a lot tougher, or are you going to find this still very edible?
Very edible. No, Bailey. Just pull, and that'll come right out of there.
Very nice. Very nice.
Clean it up.
Then you can make a pillow with the feathers.
There you,
Thank you. That's fantastic.
So what I do with these sometimes is you've heard of veal marsala or chicken
Yes,
masala.
I cook that very well. You might see that on an upcoming show. Go ahead.
You can do that with this meat.
You can.
Of course you can.
Really?
You you cook the breast meat the same way you would cook the chicken or the veal.
Really? I bet you that sounds phenomenal.
It really is.
I'm going to tell you a little trick of mine, okay? That you'll, I guess you people on watching the show will learn it twice when we do it in the future. When you're doing your marsala, don't use marsala wine. Use dry vermouth.
Vermouth is the best.
Dry vermouth. Much better than the marsala
As you can see,
wine.
there's your leg. We're done.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
And you don't have to take the guts out of the bird, you know? There's no need to.
So we take it from the field where, as you all know, I shot the pheasant, my son missed. And we got all my buddies, Ken, and we got Ray, who's been so generous, one of my club members and friends, and helping us with the hunt, and of course Casey. So what we're going to do is we now have the pheasant right here that I shot. And we're going to make that with a reduction sauce with some cranberry concentrate, orange concentrate, and some orange marmalade. We're also going to make a wild mushroom a wild mushroom rice, a rice pilaf. And we're going to make it simple. We're just going to do some blanched broccoli, simple salt and pepper. And we're going to have some fun. So you guys ready for that?
Yeah, man.
And of course, we have some ice cold beverages.
Salute.
Salute. All right.
Thank you, Craft Roots.
Craft Roots, by the way. Craft Roots, as you know, prior to the hunt, we did a film shot there where we were gracious enough that they donated some beer to serve with the autumn meal we're going to make. We got a wonderful autumn, and we have a porter, which we will be trying at some point. So anyway, I guess what we're going to start. We're going to start making. We're going to start prepping the rice. So Ken, if you want to start cutting some mushrooms and some rosemary, I'm going to start cutting some onions. Try not to cut my fingers off. Do we have any more knives? Yeah.
We have plenty of knives.
See? Watch, I can down.
There's a knife case on that counter over there. Just open it up. And
Don't cut yourself, boy.
It only happens every now and then. Done. Done. So anyway.
I spend a lot of time in this kitchen cooking for the club.
Yes, he does.
I do all the paquette meals and the chicken
And what I want to put out there too, the Uxbridge Run and Gun Club is not just open to just Uxbridge people, which you might think.
You can have that nice.
All right, thank you. That you may think is just open to people in Uxbridge. It is open. If you live in Milford, you live in Hopedale, you live in Mendon. Thank you, Ray. You live anywhere there. By all means, try to get someone to sponsor you and become a member. Also know that we do many things that you don't need to be a member. You can come to trap shoots. I think it's on Sundays usually, is
Sunday,
it?
yep.
But now with the hunting season, is that going to change at all?
It'll still stay. We'll still shoot trap on Sundays. It'll end around 11:30, 12 o'clock. And yeah, anybody from outside can come in and enjoy shooting.
That's awesome. But the nice thing they do for the kids, they have a wonderful Christmas party. Easter. Santa Claus comes usually, on a fire truck?
On a fire engine, Uxbridge Fire Department.
Yeah. They have a wonderful pheasant program for the youth. My son Anthony, who was on the hunt with us this morning, come over here, Anthony, walk behind me. I want you to tell everybody what you've heard. Ray, was he been here when you did the pheasant shoot at one point? Was he in one of your courses many years ago? When he was
Yes, he was. When you brought him in here, we let him work in the kitchen.
It's good, man.
He was always asking, hey, can I help?
Yeah,
So I put him to work in the clubhouse. Sometimes he swept the clubhouse. Sometimes he came in the kitchen. He'd take trash out. He'd help cook. He'd help stock the birds in the field for the hunters.
Can you give me a pan?
He's done a lot. What kind of pan can I get you?
I know, he's
And a great helper all around. And now look at the size of him. So that shows you we feed them good here at the Uxbridge Rod and Gun Club. You're very welcome.
Thank you, Anthony. Oh, get this out of your way. Get this. So, what I'm going to tell you is pheasant is not a very gamey bird. It's a dark meat bird. No white meat on it. Well, you got the other one. While you're doing that, I'm going to start cutting some broccoli. Pheasant is not a very gamey bird. As a matter of fact, these birds, I think, as we said earlier, you raise them yourself.
Correct.
So, can you tell them a little bit, Ray, about the process and what it's like to raise these birds? Well, like how you do it? Like, do you get the eggs from somewhere, or do you have them lay the eggs?
What I do is I hold over enough females and a couple of males, and in the spring in March they start laying the eggs, and they give me enough eggs to put in the incubator.
That's fantastic.
And they stay in the incubators in temperatures of 99.5 degrees, and they come up. Then they go into the brooder, and 99.5 degrees again. A brooder is a compartment where they sleep and feed, and it's kept at 99.5 degrees, Paul.
Okay.
And they'll stay in that roughly for 7 weeks, and then I'll move them out to the flight pens.
Now, do they actually hatch in the brooder? Is that when they actually?
Well, what happens? It takes 23 days to hatch a pheasant.
Okay.
And what you do is they're on a turner. Every half hour the eggs are turned automatically. And then 3 days before the hatching date, I stop the turner, take all the eggs out of the holders and put them on a flat wire. Then the birds stop to pip the shell until they come right out of the shell completely.
Is this similar to another egg layer animal, like a chicken or a geese?
Come on.
Well, so, they all come from the egg, and people don't understand is the round part of the egg is where the bird feeds from. Okay? It gets its air from, and it feeds from the yolk at the round. So when you put them in the holders, you put the point side down. And that's, yes, they consume the yolk.
That is, I never knew that.
Yep.
So now when we eat, well, obviously the yolk wouldn't be there because it would be a chicken. That was kind of stupid.
Yep, I don't do chicken.
Yeah. Casey, how long does it take for a chicken to go?
It's 30 days.
It's about the same. The same.
Yep.
So, we also got some jalapeno. We're going to kick it up a notch with our wild rice pilaf. Throw a couple of jalapenos in there.
Touch your face.
Yeah, absolutely. And do we have a collar with someone?
Yes, we do. Up in there in the corner. Somebody want to grab it on the corner there. Oh, right here over your head too. I got a couple.
Take the close. It's a small one.
You can tell I know where things are in this kitchen.
This is a nice kitchen.
Yeah, it's a very nice. And Wilhelm Huber has been in this club a long time. Was a like member. Keeps this kitchen clean. And I mean clean. He works very hard every single day.
He's a wonderful man.
He comes in here at 4:30 every morning.
I wish he was here right now.
You want me to give those a raise?
Can you give those rents, please?
And if you're outsiders and you want to come in on the weekends for breakfast, we serve a wonderful breakfast. Pancakes, French toast, anything you want.
Now, do they have to be a member to come and have breakfast?
No, they don't, Paul.
And I got to tell you, as a first-hand example of my son Anthony and Aaron, my wife, we come here often for breakfast. And I got to cut one more I forgot here. But we put it right here, I guess. The breakfast is huge and it's cheap.
Yes.
And it's cheap, And you just talk to people. It's a fun club. They have fishing tournaments for the kids. They stock. I've never seen a club stock so many trout ever in my life. I have to say, I've been a member since '06. And Anthony, have I only been skunked? You only been skunked like once?
Yeah.
All the times we ever fished here? I think we've been skunked once. We walk out with our limit pretty much every time.
And every child that comes into the fishing derby, every kid gets a prize.
Yeah.
Nobody walks out of here. They have fishing rods. They've got tackle gear for every kid, every size placement, every age group. Everybody gets something.
Yep, and you've actually won the derby a couple of times, Anthony, didn't you? And your brother
nice
too.
Tackle, and we actually did get a fishing pole. In the bird program, we stock over 700 birds a season.
That's incredible. Yeah. And because we're a preserve, can you explain how that works?
Wild preserve lets us go from one part of the year all the way to March. When the state stops their hunting, we continue all the way to March. I think Thanksgiving is the last day in Massachusetts that you can hunt pheasants.
Yes, it is. A Friday, actually. The Friday
Correct.
after Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Correct. And
then deer season opens.
And then deer. We're closed for pheasant hunting during the first 2 weeks of deer season. There's no breakfast. There's none of that. We cater to the hunter that are hunting deer on the property and other places. Munja,
My show I can eat.
Paul, munja. Hey, forget about it.
Yeah, don't cut those fingers off there with that Tourette's.
I'm not gonna cut
Oh my God.
No, you never.
Jesus.
Maybe an Irishman might drop the knife, but not.
Not an Italian, not a
Nah.
Guinea from Milford.
Yeah, I'm from the North End, Sicilian.
So we got
Napolitano.
Jack, when I do my broccoli, I like to leave a lot of the stem. Number one, from what I understand, and I'm not really the biggest person on health consciousness, but but I do know that I heard that a lot of the nutrients are in the stem.
Really?
Yeah, so I like to get include.
Most of the protein is in the water, actually. What you throw away?
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's protein in there?
Yeah, there is.
Awesome.
That pheasant's gonna give you some testosterone.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Might grow a sack.
Oh wow.
Oh my God. So,
Good thing you ain't cooking one of my turkeys, Paul.
absolutely.
40 pounds, the males.
That's true. You do turkeys as well. Thank you, Casey. So, now, I'm assuming that we are ready to start a rice, correct?
Yes.
No. So, now that we're going to move from our prep work over in the prep area, we're going to start to actually cook our wild white rice pilaf, delicious pheasant, and our blanched broccoli. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask my lovely friend Ken here, who's very handsome, if he can start making a reduction sauce. The reduction sauce, okay, you need a measuring. Do you need a measuring?
No, I'm good.
No, you're good?
I'm good.
So we're going to take some, this is cranberry concentrate. I'm going to add about
One
cup
cup.
and a half, 1 cup. I thought about a cup and a half, but you measured him earlier, so
Yep.
he would know. And then we have some orange marmalade, and the orange juice concentrate is the same amount, 1 cup in there. Now we're also going to add some fresh rosemary. Fresh rosemary that actually came from my garden right there. Ken, we need a little bit of cracked pepper in there.
Cracked pepper and salt.
You got that, my friend? Okay. Yeah.
There it is. Oh my gosh, a little bit more.
Couple of teaspoons.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh yes.
Okay, a little bit of cracked pepper. Cracked pepper. Cracked pepper, okay.
Oh hey.
Oh my God.
Yeah, let me see
Jesus.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I don't think the bird should see its.
His demise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna start to.
So that's gonna be 20 minutes. Oh my. Hang out.
Where did you find him, Anthony? All right, go put him back in the pen.
I'm sorry.
All right, go put him back in the pen.
I'm sorry you have to see this.
So
She doesn't know.
All
She's
right.
waiting for something.
All right. All right, well, we're putting him back in the pen. We're going to keep cooking. All right, so what we want to do now is we want to start a wild rice pilaf. And we're going to do that, Ken. I'm going to give you some olive oil. Yeah. I'm going to put half a stick or so of butter. We have a good amount. We have four tablespoons of butter and I don't know, about 6 tablespoons of olive oil. We got 4 cups of rice, so we got a good amount. The reason for the olive oil is so the butter doesn't burn too bad. I'll put that on there. Get any salt in there yet?
No, not yet.
Throw a little bit in there. A little salt. All right, so as that's heating up, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the pheasant and we're going to put that in a frying pan. We got a frying pan, Ken, for the pheasant?
Yep, we're ready right here.
All right. So we're gonna take some very fine noodles to make like a pilaf, okay? And Ken, you wanna throw that in there?
Yeah, we're gonna brown these.
We're gonna brown these. Ken, I'm gonna give Ken the helm right now because we're in tight quarters and he's on that side.
Yeah, so we're just gonna brown this up.
Take the reins, Ken.
I'm gonna brown it.
Brown it? I like brown.
We got some heat going.
Brown's good. Oh my God, how's that?
Oh, that's looking
reduction?
good.
The reduction is looking
Oh my
fantastic.
god.
Fantastic.
Okay. So this is gonna take a little bit to brown down.
I got an idea.
Yeah.
Why don't we toast to our good friends at Craft Roots over in Milford, Mass?
That's a great idea.
And we have a couple. We have an autumn brew right here, and we also have a porter. Ken, Casey, you guys have any type of a preference?
I like the seasonal beers.
How about you, Ken?
Definitely this time of year.
Yeah, a seasonal.
All right. Well, my thing is, I think we should just have it toast out of the actual bottle itself.
Just to pull right from it.
Yeah,
There you
but
go.
Just go ahead, try that. No, just try it, trust me. It's good, really, honest to God. Now, there's like a 5% chance he'll catch Tourette's. 5%. All right?
You're kidding me.
Yeah. And
What if I drink the whole bottle? What's my chance?
it goes up a little bit. Goes up a little bit. But it's
Oh
all
my
good.
God.
That's a
That's
very
delicious.
good beer. I
That is
strongly
really
suggest
nice.
you guys take a trip again down to Craft Roots where we were. You'll absolutely love the beer they have. Yeah. Exactly.
We're doing the porter
Let's
next.
try the porter. They gave us a
go.
porter
Oh my
of
gosh.
Craft Roots. We're gonna try this. Chocolatey, little coffee hint too.
Okay. Oh, good. I'm last this time.
Yeah. Figure some of the Tourette's will wash off on his mouth before it goes to you.
That's a good
Well,
point.
what's the percentage? Should I do another sip?
I don't know what the percentage is. Do you know, Ken?
No, I was talking about the percentage of getting Tourette's.
Oh, Tourette's, it could be up there.
It's 5.5%.
5.5%.
And
Oh my gosh. So how are these noodles coming out over here?
They're coming out
They are
good.
starting to brown. We got a
Wow,
spoon
Craft
over
Roots
here.
outdid their job
Yeah.
here.
I definitely like that.
Yeah.
This one's 6%. Wow. Very nice. Very, very nice. Oh boy.
Good. Well, it's going good.
Okay.
We're getting some brownness to the the noodles. Want to get them a little bit browner. Think. There's nothing better than a nice fall day to enjoy a nice meal like pheasant. I mean, when you think about it, I mean, you go the seasons of the year. You know, you have your steak tips and you.
Have you ever had pheasant before?
I have had pheasant. As a matter of fact, I had pheasant quite often as a little boy.
Oh.
And I did. My father would bring me pheasant hunting. Don't laugh, it's true. Smack. So anyway, but we did do some pheasant hunting, and I did have it. Haven't had it in many years. However, Ken and I last weekend actually made pheasant that I had shot recently, and it was delicious. Haven't had
Didn't
it.
shoot the bird.
What are you talking about? You saw me shoot this bird. What are you talking about?
All right. Well,
I'm a good shot.
No, that's-
All right. So now what do we got? How's that stuff going over
it's
there?
going. We
Is that
need a little
working?
bit more. A little bit more.
Yes! That's actually pretty brown.
No, we want it real brown. We want it black. Yeah.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's pretty brown.
No, we want to go further than that.
Further than that, we want to make it almost black.
Yeah, almost black.
All right.
You want to be able to. Oh, if you could smell that at
Oh
home.
my God! If you could smell that, the smell. Can
Oh.
you guys smell that? The camera crew. That's unbelievable.
Oh my God.
Ugh.
Turn up the heat a little bit. Okay.
That jalapeno one way.
Okay. Fact. Now, although I know that we're not serving dessert today, a meal like this, and my wife who eats dessert with every meal, I really think like a really nice peach cobbler or an apple crisp would really be nice with this to really complement the the fall type meal. Have you ever made a pheasant with plum sauce? Because I've never done that.
No, that
Well,
does sound good.
and where does that come from? Because like I know that when you're cooking lamb, it's almost quintessentially you use a mint jelly. Where the hell does plum come from when you're cooking pheasant?
Poland.
Poland? Is that
No,
where
I
it
just
comes
made
from?
that up.
Did you really? I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, what's his name? That Christmas guy, Frank Sinatra.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pheasants, and he talks about Christmas trees and pheasants. What's that Christmas song by Frank Sinatra? Help me.
He did like an album.
He did, but it had pheasants and.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm positive. I wish I knew it.
Sure, you're not thinking of the.
Can somebody Google?
12 Days of Christmas.
Can
Yeah.
somebody Google?
That's a
Frank-
partridge.
Can somebody?
That's a partridge.
Can somebody Google Frank
In a pear
Sinatra?
tree.
In a
And
pear
so-
tree. We
shut
could have a
up.
pear.
I want to
custard.
say if we can get Frank Sinatra's pheasant song, it's a Christmas
Hey
song.
Siri,
Yeah, you're gonna.
what's Frank Sinatra's pheasant Christmas song?
It's there. I'm telling you.
Searching for Frank Sinatra pheasant on the iTunes.
How did you get you to be so sexy?
She has the
friggin' hot.
British accent.
Show a picture of her.
No results.
No results.
We can't get it.
Yeah.
Almost there.
Oh, wait.
I promise you in a future episode, I will tell you about this Christmas song.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
That's in the Christmas episode.
Yes. Which, by the way, the Christmas episode, I believe we're going to be making fra diavolo with fresh lobster meat, scallops, shrimp, and little neck clams.
You're looking really good in that
Oh
jacket
my
there,
God,
buddy.
you like that?
Yeah.
You like
Gave
that?
it away.
No, sometimes these people want to know. These people want to know. By the way, Ellen, we're coming to New York, or LA. Where is she? New York or LA? It's one of the two, right?
I have no idea.
Probably
I
LA.
wanna meet her.
But Ellen, we're going to meet you. Remember this little cute face, okay? Okay? I want to go out there. I want to sit on stage. I want to laugh with you. I want to have fun, okay? So don't forget. And I want my camera crew to come with me. Oh my God, look, they're shooting shit
That
at
was
me.
weird.
I got a clove of garlic shot at me. So anyway. All right,
Go
we
ahead
got
and
this.
take that out of there.
A little more olive
Little
oil.
olive oil.
A little bit of onions.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Want to throw a little butter in here as well, or?
You know, that would be really nice too, because we've got to fatten ourselves up.
Oh, do that whole half stick.
You want the whole half
Yeah,
stick?
throw it in there.
All right,
Throw it in there.
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, we'll throw a little bit of, shred some of that in there.
A little pepper.
A little bit of this.
What do you want me to do? A little salt?
Want me to just
You know
dump the
what?
whole
You know,
thing in?
yeah.
Just dump this
Do
in?
me a favor.
What do you need?
Chop some. We don't want whole pieces of jalapeno. We want those chopped finely.
What do you think, garlic?
Oh, we need garlic. Throw
Yeah.
it. You know, I'm throwing some rosemary in there too. Let's just throw the whole damn
Just
thing.
throw everything in there.
Throw some rosemary in there. We got some rosemary.
Some mushrooms.
Mushrooms. Throw mushrooms. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of
All right, I'll give him a
little chop. We'll match it up.
Oh my God, that smells so good.
I wish you guys in the audience could all be here because it would just make it that much more fun. So this is Casey showing his skills with a knife.
Especially all the school teachers from the brewery.
Oh my God, they were beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank God for the teachers in Milford. They did the amazing race. Oh my God.
Don't cut your fingers.
Don't cut
We're
your
only
fingers.
going to. Of course, we got someone with Tourettes. He doesn't cut himself.
That's
Kid
damn
without
right. But
Tourette's
we're getting
cut
stuff
himself.
thrown at us. Holy shit. What is this stuff?
Do that again. I'm throwing the knife back.
All right, so do we want this hot or kind of
I think we want to do it. I want to do it with a little bit of kick. I
like
wanna
a
do
lot
it-
of kick?
Well,
Does everybody like kick here?
Does everybody like spice? We're going to make a little bit of spice then.
A little bit or a lot?
A lot. If everybody likes spice, we're going to do a lot. Do we have some crushed red pepper? We'll throw some crushed red pepper in there too. Did we already salt that?
We did.
We did, okay.
Yep.
Thank you very much. So we're going to put a couple of pinches of crushed red pepper in there. Yeah.
Okay. We got
Ken,
it.
how's that
It's
rice
going
pilaf
good.
coming?
It's going good.
So we're going to be ready to almost to, how's that sauteing? We need a couple more minutes on that.
Couple more
And then we'll
minutes.
be adding the
pheasant.
The pheasant, and so forth. Oh my Lord.
Can we get another bird in here, like a live one?
No, I don't think so.
There's a whole mess of them out there.
Hey, why don't we grab that bourbon too? Because I'm thinking we're gonna flambe this.
We're gonna.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're gonna blanch some broccoli. So, yeah, we're gonna start with some olive oil. Nice cast iron skillet.
Oh yeah.
There it is.
Cover the bottom nice. I'm gonna throw some broccoli in there. Hang on, why don't we do the little garlic first? A little bit of garlic.
You need more than that? You good?
That's good.
Oh,
That's
my
good.
God,
Unless
that
you want to put a
smells
little more,
so
that's
good.
fine. We can put a little bit more garlic in, I guess. Yeah. Run through this to wash. Blanch that. Yeah. A little crushed red pepper flake, I think, would be good in there.
Yep. That's good. Salt, and pepper.
Salt, pepper. A little bit of salt. Yeah. And some crushed pepper. Yeah. Put a little more oil on there. Yeah.
Fine.
It's real good. Yeah.
You know, I think it'd be good with a little beer.
A little beer. Let's throw some more beer in there. A little more garlic you cut up.
Oh my God.
Throw some beer in there. Nice. The reduction is looking delicious. That's almost perfect. Oh my God, look at that, huh?
That's nice.
Look at that. A little more heat, maybe get a little thicker, but that looks delicious. Yeah, take this over. See. Are we ready for some little bit of chicken broth in there?
Yeah.
Add a little bit of chicken stock. And we'll get some water. To the ranch, a little bit of water, please. Just cover it, almost cover it to keep it
Yeah.
once we get some more water in there.
I don't think we need more water.
You don't need any more?
No.
You good? You good?
Yeah, I think we're good.
We're gonna cover that, just like that. Yeah. So we finally now have some pheasant ready to be served. So again, we're gonna take some nice breast. Right here, who doesn't like a nice breast?
Oh, I love it.
A little bit of some garlic. Dang.
Oh. That looks nice.
Very nice. Some blanched broccoli. Dang. And there you have it. We've got some. It's a little bit of a curb appeal. You know, nice empty beer.
Wow.
There you
Oh
go.
my God. Where'd the beer go?
Thank you.
Oh, there's some beer.
With a half of bottom. Yeah.
There's not much beer left.
No, there isn't.
Just
It
kind
took
of
some time.
It evaporated.
But there you go. This is our first episode, fresh pheasant with wild rice pilaf and blanched broccoli. We appreciate you guys letting us into your kitchen and your homes. We hope that we get to see you again in our next episode. Thank you very much. From all of us, we're cooking with Tourette's. Have a great night.
Salute.